Sounds like they caught this guy. It's kind of interesting. So, no, this guy's a total psychopath. I like did this whole thing, but again, the story's moving so fast that it's just like no time. So here's what happened. He There's a guy in Pennsylvania connected to the Manhattan. He's being questioned. So it's actually interesting because in his story in New York, like he's hanging out at McDonald's and like he's going to certain places. So that should have told people he likes McDonald's, all these different things. And what happened was, I guess, a man in Altoona, Pennsylvania is being questioned in part because he was found with a gun similar to the one used in the shooting. Yeah, so I guess you could go on a bus with a gun, you guys. Also, I was trying to question this in my last clip, but I didn't get through it yet. I'm like, so I guess you could go on a Greyhound with a gun? Is that what's going on here? We don't have a thing for that, or I don't know. The source says it's too soon to determine if case is connected to the death of Brian, but they are investigating it as a potentially significant development. According to sources, customers at a local McDonald's thought he looked suspicious and called police. Arriving officers noticed a fake ID, so took him in for questioning. I'm just starting to think, like, is a guy homeless or something? Because no family for Thanksgiving. He's roaming in places for travelers, right? I don't know, but now he's like randomly off in Pennsylvania in a McDonald's parking lot, maybe, or something. Once at the police station, the source said officers discovered the man had a gun similar to the one used in Thompson's case. Yeah, this guy's like such a... Whoa, this guy's such a psychopath. Okay, so he actually has the traits, and I saw the picture, and they did the straight photo onward with his eye thing. I go, yes, that's the one of the trait things in them, and we're trying to figure out like what that's about, which probably has to do with a combination of brain matter. I don't know, but yes, it's very concerning. So it's not the type that it goes away. It's like the type that's always there, like in these guys. So that's why I've been looking at it. It's kind of amazing. But anyway, also he has a very low fear factor. So he just wanders around. He doesn't have what normal people should have, some of us victims, like, sometimes that level is low, for certain things, but you certainly would freak out if you seen this guy and he pulls out a gun. Whereas this type of individual doesn't feel that type of emotion so much. It doesn't come up. It's sort of like, nah. Yeah, and it's a little different. So once at the police station, they said they discovered the man had a gun similar to the one used on Thompson's killing. So he's running around with a gun. You don't know what he's going to do next, as well as a silencer and a fake New Jersey ID. So it was a silencer. So it's a gun with a silencer. The suspected gunman allegedly used a fake New Jersey ID when he checked into the Manhattan hostel last month. Two law enforcement officials say the man is being questioned had the name Mark Rosario on his fake New Jersey ID. Three sources familiar with the matter say the suspected gunman checked into the hostel using the fake New Jersey ID with the name Mark Rosario. Okay, so basically they're saying, we think we found the guy. So the suspected gunman also may have taken a bus to get out of New York. Investigators are looking into whether the man being questioned had recently gotten off the bus from Pennsylvania, according to a senior official. They're headed to the area, question the man whose sources said looks similar to the suspected gunman. Thank you for turning him in, because he's actually a danger to the public. Even though the action, like some people can think of this as being heroic in some way, this individual right here is a straight up psychopath. So I was like, yeah, he's gonna plot other things. He's running around with this gun. He didn't even rid of the gun, you guys. And he is very meticulous. I don't know what happened here. So I don't know if he has a home, why he's wandering around like that. He may have stolen money or someone else is involved in the story, but they just, I don't know. There's some other questions in it. The development comes as a private funeral is being held Monday, today. And then that. Okay, so 5 days. Okay, so by a man captured on surveillance. Okay. Hmm. Yes, let me show you. So he has that dark eye thing going on, and I know you guys are gonna be like, "What?" Some of us know about this, but that's like an indicator too. You would need a better shot of this, but you could see it's kind of a very stone cold type of look. Yeah, it's there. And a lot of them have it, but not all of them have it. But for some reason, this is that one that falls in that category of, there's the weird mannerism dude with the weird eye thing going on, and then he's creepy. But also, they're so calculated that they know, like, to act a certain way with people, and they will be overly friendly. So you kind of saw that thing where he's like overly charismatic. He's like very narcissistic. And so then people could sit there and look at him and go, oh no, he's a nice boy. He would never do that. But then you see this picture, right? It's a glimpse into his dark soul. Okay, so also he's such a narcissist. I mean, he's like looking into the camera. He's very like, yeah, there's something extraordinarily off with this guy. And I want to hear him talk. I want to hear this whole thing with them because you want to, there's a lot to learn from that. And I'm pretty sure that the Brian guy that he killed, the strange thing about the story is that I'm pretty sure I pulled up the Brian guy under the baby face thing and the never trust a Brian story. I was pulling out people just on the visuals talking about genetically in their face, like this other thing. And they keep overlooking it. But on that thing, what's interesting, the ones that I know that have that are typically like child predators. But when you think about the mindset of the child predator, they're being like a sociopath, right? And they're doing harm to, somebody in a position of lesser power, right? Like a kid can't fight back. And so I was like, I don't know if they all go after kids. Like that's the thing about it. And then, so when I'm looking at this case right here, I go, yeah, the guy lacks like some sense of humanity in his soul. I don't know if he went after kids or anything, but yeah, so I was like, that's interesting and something to learn by that. And what that is I don't know. My theory to it is it's probably just a development issue and it's kind of seen in the face. You know how like you see people with Down syndrome and it's like really obvious? Okay, so it's almost like in the middle portion of the face, it looks like they didn't fully develop into an adult and they look kind of babyish. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of look like that. It's a look, and I pull it out all the time. And I'm like, I don't know. And they tend to all have some issues, but I don't know. I don't know what they all tend to do and what that's doing to them for their actions. Like they're lacking certain development. Like it could be like they don't have the development to like care about anybody. I don't know. It's crazy. But I've been kind of trying to figure out that thing. I go, yeah, I'm pretty sure I pulled him up. Because when I saw the story, I go, didn't I do a story of that Brian guy? But I don't remember the story that they're talking about. I might have pulled it up because of the relation to healthcare. And then I saw his face and then was more focused on, oh, the visual of this guy. It may have been that. I don't even know. But then in this story, it's just crazy because that's all I talk about is these socios and psychos. And then in comes an actual psychopath and then he takes out the baby face socio. Like, it's like that. It's weird. I was like, I don't know, but can we not like glorify any of this? Neither one of these guys. I was like, this thing is so terrible. I was like, no, do not, because this guy right here will kill more. Because what will happen is he's so confident and he's getting a lot of love and praise from the public. And somebody else pointed out the thing with the, I think it was the Unabomber. Yeah, something weird. Like it kind of started out like that, and then he started killing a whole bunch of people, innocent people. So I was like, yeah, yeah. This guy right here, mostly because you could see from the mannerism, it's not like I'm so angry at this guy, I'm just gonna go kill him and because I'm pissed. Like it's not that. It's so calculated, like he's into serial killers and how to do these, like it's not good. This dude right here is not good. I don't know what his background is. I'm waiting. I'm like, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know if he's coming off like he's some affluent kid, but it could be that he stole all that stuff and was like throwing it out. But I was like, I don't know. I don't know. But it's bothersome. And he's running around, able to go on a Greyhound bus with a gun with a silencer. I'm never going on a bus. And I don't know how that's even going on. And yeah. So he was able to do that. And it's like, why is he taking a bus? Well, he might be homeless. I don't know. He had like the same clothes. He only had a couple items of clothes. You know, who's he talking to on the phone? I don't know. It could turn out he's like he was talking to his favorite psychic. I don't know. It's strange. I was like, is somebody else in this? We still think it could be a family member, it could be a girlfriend, it could be a number of things here, or he's making crank calls, for bomb threats. I have no idea. But it seems like they may have caught the guy. Okay, so this is good for right now. So I don't need to update like the timelines or anything like that. But I am wondering like why he was there so early and then did that quick stop off right before he went to the hostel.